Swim and dive opens up their season.
And women's golf picks up another win.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome into the Penguin Rundown. I'm Christina Stanovich alongside Monica Kurjan. Monica, it's your first week hosting. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. I've been doing Play of the Week a couple times, and I'm just excited to finally be out here.
Well, I'm excited to have you out here and to have someone else doing Play of the Week, but I think you're going to get us running with some cross country.
I am. The men's cross-country team set a personal best at the University of Wisconsin pre-nationals meet last weekend. Senior Ryan Sullivan finished 41st out of 242 runners and beat his personal best time by nearly 2 seconds. He was just over 2 seconds shy of beating the 1998 8K record. Meanwhile, the women's team returned from the Canisius Alumni Open last weekend. Junior Morgan Buckley led the team with a time of 19 minutes and 19.9 seconds, snagging a 14th place finish. Freshman Casey Zaitsu wasn't far behind, finishing 19th, and Raquel Marcullen trailed by several seconds, finishing 21st. Both teams are idle this weekend, but you can catch them at the Horizon League Cross Country Championships next Saturday.
The swim and dive team opened up their season this past weekend as they hosted the Duquesne Dukes. Although Duquesne picked up the win, 156 to 144, the Gwens were able to touch first in 8 different events. Leading the way for YSU was sophomore Ida Urinovich, who finished first in 3 events. She grabbed her first win in the 200-yard butterfly, and then followed that up with wins in the 100-yard butterfly, as well as the 200-yard individual medley. Junior Tiffany St. Gilles also won multiple events, as she was first to the wall in both the 100 and 200-yard breaststroke. Taylor Bishop touched first in the 200-yard freestyle, and Hannah Olger brought home another first-place finish in the 50-yard free. Tess Weiskopf sat atop the rankings in the 1-meter dive. The freshman also finished second in the 3-meter dive. Her performance was good enough to earn herself Nike Horizon League Women's Diver of the Week. The Gwens will look to earn their first win of the year as they host Oakland this Friday at 4 p.m. in the first conference meet of the season.
Last weekend, the volleyball team took a trek up north to Wisconsin and Michigan to wrap up their first half of league play. They first took on the Milwaukee Panthers, but lost the match 3-0. Aaliyah Hughes was a bright spot for the Penguins with 6 kills. Margot Thompson and Giovanna Kuntz also each added 9 digs. On Saturday, the women unfortunately fell 3-0 to the Green Bay Phoenix. Sarah Varcola had a good effort for the Gwens with 8 kills, an ace, and 3 blocks. The volleyball team begins a 4-game homestand this Friday at 6 p.m. against the Cleveland State Vikings.
The soccer team traveled to USC last weekend, but had a tough sled as they lost 3-2 in double overtime. The Penguins' 2 goals came from freshman Lauren Dolak and sophomore Sydney Osegi, both during the second half. The team held on tight during the first overtime, but lost their grip during the second overtime, allowing USC to score one last goal before time was up. The soccer team returned home last night for their final home game of the season against Wright State. To see results of the game, check out YSUsports.com. They will next travel to take on Detroit Mercy on Sunday. The game is set for 1 o'clock.
The football team traveled to South Dakota State to take on the Jackrabbits in their 6th game of the season. The Gwens struggled on offense all night as they only had 7 points through all 4 quarters. Montgomery Van Gorder struggled leading the offense, going 14 for 27 in the air with 2 interceptions. The Jackrabbits improved to 4-1 on the season, while the Gwens dropped to 2-4. The Penguins will take on another South Dakota team, the South Dakota Coyotes. The game will be played in Stambaugh Stadium this Saturday at 6 p.m. Check into the game on ESPN Plus and YSUsports.com for updates.
The men's golf team capped off their 2018 fall schedule with an 8th place finish at the Titans Motown Collegiate on Monday and Tuesday. Sophomore Kevin Schur led the team with a 222, coming in at 8th place, his 2nd consecutive top 10 finish of the year. As a whole, the team finished with a total of 923 after 3 rounds. The last round, slated for Tuesday, was delayed for 2 hours due to cold temperatures and frost. However, the team did not waver, posting their 2nd best round of the collegiate. Check out YSUsports.com soon for the announcement of the men's spring schedule.
In women's golf, the team ended their fall slate with a first-place finish at the University of Dayton Fall Invitational on Monday and Tuesday. Freshman Victoria Grands led the way by posting her career best, 141, en route to a second-place finish. The team posted a 580 after the 2 rounds, with that score being the second lowest 2-round score in YSU women's history, coming short of the 577 record the team posted earlier this year. The next time you can root for the team will be in February when they return for spring action.
Women's tennis scored a victory in the Toledo Rockets Invitational last weekend, led by Anastasia Koklova. The sophomore took down opponents from Toledo, Oakland, and Duquesne. Cassandra Moralea and Tamara Tufel also picked up 2 wins apiece for the Gwens. Both men's and women's tennis will be back in action over the weekend, taking part in the ITA Regionals. The men will be headed for South Bend, Indiana, while the women will be going up to Ann Arbor, Michigan.
The bowling team opened up its season last weekend at the Bud Whitman Memorial Tournament. The Penguins earned wins in each of their first 4 matches and finished the first day of the tournament off at 4-1. The team finished Baker play at 10th overall. The Gwens picked up wins over Malloy, Howard, Caldwell, and Penn State Behrend, but fell to Mount St. Mary's in the final match of the day. On Sunday, YSU picked up 2 more wins and once again finished 10th in traditional play. They were able to take down both Damon and Coppin State on the day. Junior Nikki Mendez led the Gwens, finishing 24th with a 5-game total of 894. The team will now have a couple weeks off before heading to Houston, Texas to compete in the Track Cat Clash November 2nd through the 4th.
Now it's time for our Penguin Play of the Week, everyone's favorite part of the episode, and we're going to send it over to Lamar Jackson, who has more.
Thanks, guys. It's time again for the Penguin Play of the Week. This week we head out to UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, where junior volleyball middle blocker Erin Callahar showed off her skills against the Panthers. And then we're going to have 2 plays this week, and we'll start with her with this fantastic kill as she spots this up perfectly. And then we see her later again in the same set, where she's going to be serving up this perfect ace. And congratulations again to Erin, and thank you guys. Back to you, Christina and Monica.
Thanks, Lamar. That'll just about do it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out ysusports.com and to follow us on social media on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm Christina Sainovich.
And I'm Monica Kurjan.
See you next Thursday, Penguin Nation.